Akwaba. Na you go there. Now we get quickly Parliament. There's some more back. Speaker say September. What's maybe?
Right. It's a Friday.
Okay.
Until the meeting and me try so by. If we do Tuesday, me call graduation. Me back on graduation. We approach it. If we do Tuesday, me I'm say rise. When I'm say rise Friday.
Oh, okay.
Until my name signature be I want say baba a recall letter no. So on the 3rd of September, I'm here Juma. If I walk out here, until I'm here train.
I see. Now let's talk about Parliament MP for some time. Or survey yes Subin constituency 4. What in Parliament? One of the things I am a for Bisa was say as an MP, a Juma some year the Boagana Mahano, Muyen ye, especially Oma, Adam Party Wabe.
I know it's a big no.
It's a big no?
Yes, a big no because many times you cried in my crowd, Bray say you shimono. I said we are stampeded. If you walk right time, I tell them more cry cancer. Documents, you cannot even read through, you cannot scrutinize it, you cannot make any meaningful debate. I think said that
I just
I say your second reading considerations and man to be time frame. But the thing be agreement be about involving millions of dollars, millions of euros, millions of pounds, millions of Ghana cedis. They need to be quite scrutinized this man. And now you are there back on hardring because oversight may say play no nina can be. And to my quiet in your quiet and no man. So they say him because American. So we are bail out for process beam. So I know what say be so if I be quiet floor. So I don't want them.
Of course.
Maybe I don't cry.
It's true.
Operating out.
Yes, sir. Is it more caucus leadership now and executives?
And first time. Honorable Yarega, so no one na me koto Mama Yarega boko. Na me no lifting up na de na no man ya yen fa mantemi ntimi hwem. E no sre. As more kind dey me to aso. But is a osre no can be. Like I say anything na be no matesa because ideally so person dey pan justice to documents ba no hona. That's what the man ntem no to hwem. See the man hwem dey no anasem. But say be he said, "Be a president. Got to Vodafone. Maybe a Kelly GBB. Oh, as a Nipari a kind of Tiasia. What I say, but I say, once I verified Nako committee level, a bad Democrat and cry because a debate crowd or Muniho. So Billy LBGT be a banana. Yeah, Pastor community said not Nipari demo. As I said, we put 275 in our passing. Don't depending on demo. And I
be the court, and there was an issue of quorum.
Well, we'll be the court. Okay.
One of the things that kind of said there was an issue of quorum.
Okay.
You know when you come some of the best pass
and the two say sometimes most of the numbers were too swab and I said yes, secret vote.
Yes.
President appointed minister, any minister, any special motion, no. Say it's not speaking. They are getting in a voice. Yeah. We have to do away with it.
With the voice vote.
Yes. Yeah, many people no more go to about.
When that delay process is in the
delay process.
I mean, all those in favor say aye. But say aye, no, that clearly.
Why you want to feel watch it? Musu was a me. You call parliament. First by 2 months, virtually nothing. It is if it's issue to do with the leadership and the speaker by programming what you have to do, let's address it. Because say well Jumaya, why wait till the last minute and stampede the house? In them case before Buchiba South Tuesday, because them say you be rise Friday. No more you be rise here. You know we buy say you Juma. Into ni ha no so asan fufuro. What they say. But if you say you enough time, I sit in just no money na. Ni say you trans you draw an action plan or a timetable of no here say you ma aban no utimi bu man no. In time money no I say transit in dreams okay we are on first week September we are on second week September we are let's say when you put in your time well most of the time I could them actually we don't do anything we want to just boom let's more transit more to abana we say we about to crowd on theaters no to aba
You have one tears.
No, I didn't quite man in kind.
Yeah.
What I say, Nippon one candy now, when I say. What I say, in the other, no more CFA. What I say, a parliament, a Juma a plain oversight, a year independent of the executive. It me, I put your account, the executive on its feet. There are so many changes here.
It's for you, the current composition of parliament, more your poor job. And
yet the current, I think it's been so from 1993. So said the one year
your poor job. Just
I would say it doesn't require standard.
Indeed.
Yes, because say BBF form. I don't say now on my penny quampianim or can't be. Some of the more approve loans be best use a small canon, but approve loans be sometimes your fault. What do I say? You're the other bank, people, you had in kind of yeah, now and then. What do I say? But say it's going to be a dose one, a transfer of assets. Say be a buying a ton BB. Now, Salomon, I don't mind say a transit. Was a committee, no, never there. Was another one now, can I call on Caribbean Ebino? Speaker, now, those if I say, nay, I just so. Those against, like I said, we will quite on. We will be a want to be one of the speaker put you into a
no, answer. I'm the caucus and the air can do, you know what you can know.
I want to going forward, these are the more to say,
two quick things in this regard. It's a do you think, say, executive, I'm shut down. Send a MP, you do due diligence with regards to
the executive arm of government, say parliament.
Of course.
It is the other bar leadership in the speaker, it's a more transit. Unless say we are saying say the parliament, as we see it, has become an extension of the executive.
Is that how you see it?
Well, to a degree, I would say yes. To a degree, I would say a strong yes, because say bibiba, let's say you wanna hear you and kind of what my say my Juma. News so what dia mind dey be ebia emwa. Regardless of so your MPP and NDC, you must do justice to whatever it is, because bibi could be affecting your dachi. What I say? Yes, it will be I say a dream man home first. So many new MPP ni ho. MPP ni ho, parliament ni ho. O man ni ho NDC ni ho, NDC ni ho parliament ni ho. It is a young man who no be banner per time biano, you're yet to please a particular administration. Yes, an MPP by NDC.
Of course, I'm sorry.
Manasi Bukia, Masate can or say BBC between Honorable Muntakane Aquinas and Fansman for my MP. Because I deal with the young home, a young man home. Or NDC time. Only Casawi or training, he got a call from Jubilee House, that time Flagstaff House. Say he cannot be seen to be impeding the work of government. I mean, none of the MP now anything.
I see.
Because what the baby, no say the baby and what. Into the be what. There's nothing wrong with it. A bine you buy who and Mary who says maybe buying in any. Well, these are technical documents. What I say? It will be a question or kind of who for technical person no chilling. You are a poor MP and I'm just only BBR. The public break macro will use who are near you, not the MP. On your macro down a brabum. The more any MP. No. There are so many of them in the house.
So many of them there.
Yes, it's a bad professional experience. A bini hosa. What I say, yet just imagine if this person ultimately becomes a minister. Just imagine. On your Jumada. Though we a minister, you have a coterie of public servants, civil servants around you to help you do your work. They advise you and all of it. But sometimes you have professional experience and so what. So why you Jumaka crowns now could rather more? What? So ebi Juma we share a side wa ebi no ayi nyuma bebre ansa no mo bada mo. Eye e so say bi so tisa. But we say depend fa no mo nya Juma da. Oba ya ebi an closeness to ebi the president in a tam on my ministry kesi bi ama no. What sanwa yentima yeti na nya homka. These are all things we must address, because a man no suffer
in your government why it is how
me the departure.
No, because I mean, we see, and
Massa, I don't have to sit here and tell you, say, Kofi and Kwame, them on the tell. If you are a number, you know. And you see, I said last week, my second daughter, Aiding Komo, or Wabuchi, or Kansembi, or Koyelo, Rudy Low, we know so, or so you make a cransana, by Bano. Daddy, you'll be amazed at the experience I acquire working with the National Health Service. If you see, I'm masters in law related to the health sector.
Yeah.
So, Ejuma. Also, I'm experience. I open house to normal.
Exposing come.
So, as you can be a first degree, you can't be some masters. You go PhD. It will need any professional experience. Into a trawa book mu no one on oka. What I say, and because say a system no so no a promoting sa no man. In terms of BF is okay. Me MP. Now, if I press the right buttons, I can become a minister. If I become a minister, and say me na me running ministry no. But only transfer. Young Kofu be on more sector hop. For almost all its level rise to the very top. As a independent minister, our better grasp of the issues and appreciation of the issues. A chain will be a free classroom man, be a human man. And we must look at all this going forward.
We are a member of the majority caucus. We will see a deal with the caucus leadership.
Like I say, you see, when it comes to appointments, it's the prerogative of the president. But the main better can say, MP Dana Smart or your man Payim Hama Kachere say, you have the men, you have area boys. But you see, we know we have the men, but the men are not being deployed. Yes.
MPP have the men.
Yes, and the women. And the women,
of course, and
yes.
the women.
Yes.
But the men and the women, the competent ones, are not being deployed.
Yes. Absolutely. And where MPP in Kwao, I cut it. Where one and another to MPP in Kwao say, it cuts across governments. Say MPP, say NDC. Because so be me, meaning so be tiho. If you are Juma was sected, if you are no highways engineer, or if you are riser CEO crowd highways, and or be parliament or be MP. Now see you rules minister. When I say the man, or be true on me minister experience. When I say the man, I say the man back on experience.
Almost serving government.
Well, and I'm saying, and I'm saying, no crime I am pepper. No, but
you were
you are in the house. You are in the house. It you know, say. As one mechano, and correct. Even the culture of debate, say, you be debate, I selected the person, Casa. Is that a parliament here?
Yeah, true.
No, but British parliament is a. Oh, sorry, I speak, I speak, I don't from no Casa. And even when you have experience to talk about something, my time ministry 4 years. Of course, I've acquired a degree of experience. True. It has some Western house. Why can't I speak? But then, if we are going, I guess somebody has to come and speak. Are we doing favor to the government or to the nation? The experience now, and say it's my experience. I'm here in America. What do I say? Yes, and this is the time I say yes. So you come and go who they am I? I don't go fast any by to do with drainage in Accra. Saying Honorable Ezamato Rollins.
Yeah.
Na minister ni ona kujo pon kroma ni ho. Na asena deputies ni bi aso ni ho. And I have to get her to speak.
Because you've been in the ministry before.
Na sika say President Kufuor de ama Ghana Works and Housing Ministry be see that. Oh, I'm in our time for the 4 years, my ministry 450 million Ghana cedis for drains. It be see that we back say mu. O we budget say Ghana nyina. O we budget say Ghana nyina. Ube hu no 8 million. O the 2017 budget 11 million. President Kufuor time on my buy no or my 250 million the first time. Some of any drains. 80 what I say, it is same way e can. Who is the best person to address it? Yeah. And so we're going to selecting for some casa. So you sit there and you know the regular attendees of the house. And going forward, and there are a lot of things I see in our governance, not just MPP. On the NDC side, the same thing happens there.
And never then our fees we do those changes bits in your parliament are quite effective.
Say quite effective. They say okay, Francis say about lands and forestry committee. Honorable Francis Adabo Menu, and I chairman. Right. All his life he's worked in that sector. Okay. And he appreciates the issues. Uba committee so we say Honorable Collins Dauda. I could try ministry holder. It also ministry and institution experience. What they say to support the work of the committee. Into your committees, you know so clearly they're on top of their brief.
But I know Biana, if you're about parliament, as you mentioned, or what experience, of course, and pardon me to say this, there are people supposedly hairdressers moving about parliament, but if hairdressers about parliament, I mean, you don't expect hair or another panel to be in any committee because no, any relevant experience.
Yes, say baby, I need be not there. Okay, but maybe you will have to use. So we can say, make say we have the capable men and women, but we just don't deploy them. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Menka say bibiasa no, but clearly you can see say them ho yonkofwa umbit my ye juma ama aban no any on man no, but they're not being deployed. President an appointment, we be president an appointment so without they say on no prerogative, without recourse to party or the parliament. What you say? It's about this nkofu became. I want to own a politics in a way one support to be na we nipa. Ceremony na so ba mu a na ama mix na bibi e wo ho. It's ama unique capable people. You deploy capable people. But to be a why adwuma o sector ho. Ah wo the know how no. Won ne koto a wo am na ebo a. Wasem bia ba ya no asore na wodi hu adwuma ama.
But so your party ba. But you try petition am president. Actually say this deployment on Mr. President because these are not the capable men to handle this position.
Oh yeah, na say sometimes yeah na me say me sing describe one say na we say be. The president of him.
Oh, maybe he's not.
No,
maybe his advisors are
so it's up to the presidency to source for CVs.
Okay.
Of every member of parliament, which I think they all have, because will be a submit to CV. If in parliament committee because you CV and work sometimes or most of the time. What I say, it's not to be in country say we is an indictment on the appointed authority. Because what we can say, who could the minister crana, he puts up for CV. Into parliament, where do you see Beba? Who could say, but is there? It's my carrying a hole. It's my carrying a hole.
Don't you think it's a selection process to as a party?
You see,
selection process.
You see,
got this problem.
Crowd buying will be two.
What crowd buying?
What buying a woman also no? Because only 9 years drain. When you will be two. Uti.
Me too.
Me copy Subin MP 2008. Yeah. I'm call me kwai. Me lose 2015 I me am do me winning. Me winning here now. Me am mobilizing resources me be call me campaign am winning here. You do say could try the filing for electoral commission no. Na most cabinet me to go for kada my boy winning prime minister me nya says carry into electoral commission na 10,000 say. Yeah. Let me try. But party say e be try am. Yeah. Straight away party no because all the party take it in the parliament. It's Yama we are over them one. Bibia Babia no.
Yeah. For the government and the party.
Yes. Because the moment you disagree with the government, hey, baby, so I disagree no. It be a boy mine. What I say? It 2 years happen. The next thing said you go no.
It's
and I know so and start of that time you. Started from 1992 eba. Obia on a leadership. Say opposition or say a buying adrian, they'll come after you. Yes, or no one you say a negative so. Who say be na kwoswa, say a draw, yes, and the interest of the government too. Your government in a nation so. The be balance say you can superm. Ubi anyone but sorry say okutiana buying. DNT. Because me it MPP power men person say anything about people say, am I not better off having an MPP government in place than to have an NDC? I'm better off having an MPP government, no doubt. MPP, I'm a colleague, see back with the ministers, back way. I'm better off. But the people will be also a tiana by. A clear case important Ken Ofori Atta my
because I want to be back
Tiano.
I mean, because that's the perception. No. Sorry, Tiano.
Yeah, meeting of ya. The meeting was to discuss now President Yen regional tours. Right. And somebody free President Holba. The mood of the nation was against it. The constituency, you who no Birmingham that time. Let me Ghana. If you go to Makai, you call Olympics of Birmingham. It's not me. Na president yes, na me ni ha. Me bedu ye no. Na ya bontutu Subin, bontutu or Achima cross on one region. So like my piece of about 40 met here. And then before you meet them say no, it means something for home and more a po. It's in free honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, so name just leader. Me na me friend no pa. No, what they saying? Ferocity or your program. I'm saying no. And some cost on the air cost on so better be no then some of my president. And a friend no Joe say who's Joe Wise. No me na befia. Me trust the meeting. Meeting no we are go be ko eku. And we are say president Kufuor man into.
So the leadership at the time was aware.
Meba.
Me too.
I invited them. say president comments na all ye MPs no colleagues be concerned. They be say who share president. It is say who share president. It means sign leader ho, enko president ho. What they say? There were structures. That is why Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu and Honorable Joe Wise were invited. It is that Kyei Mensah Bonsu akoma si enya abotre no president kokasa Asia. That times when the economy we have CD. Yes. It if we say SNA President Kasa. President Sunam say Ken Ofori Atta is the best finance minister, where is the best rules minister, where is the best trade minister. Yeah. But if performance na entisa. Because our economy will be a best economic finance minister na sabi a year about $2 at 4 cities one na drew a 12 and 9 there. Meaning obia or no autonomous London. Na pound here just under 7 cities. Or this can transfers can come any power which they are na pound call. Say 9 years, 7 years. This can you share. This were the concerns that people came to us and were telling us. So we had to meet the president. Honorable Kyei Mensah next Sunday the Monday when the Monday the president we saw that Eastern region to be on a panel call and on the kind and the whole day Kyei Mensah Bonsu can I say this for also on the motion back for essential of essential of
motion against
essential motion against Honorable Ken Ofori Atta. There is there be any trauma in this form and maybe being tired by in the Senate and I'm sure the confront and they point about you. It's a phone about Kyei Mensah and Yano. Until you may not bear for them Yano so Yamra. You call your one a general secretary could you have from Pone in Team Subatoye, chairman. Don't buy no yes oh and some be a bokono and yet nego fo bribu so no so tie be sese be hu president ni mo ya ne kasa asana yakoro ya resume china asama tie and say president say he will think about it
okay
ni janisa but that tempest were flaring up say now then a president ya campaign at about number president na you be see hu no na I said there's no sense of urgency in this that was what precipitated the press conference that morning. It have the president Nyabotre. There be two physical
man penisi wo dwen ho. Mo man time to.
Masa, you simply o anya fi na akwadwene ho. One piece person mu hu. Edit one piece person mu hu. You know na ye adwuma no. You be see hu a. Eno I say consul chairman na say o coordinator for so mu. You drop everything and go and meet them. Because omo no ye. Maybe say omo ntwa sen. E na nya say twen am say o maybe am mra fiada. And I be am mra ya wada. You don't know when. If you go for fun and say, I'm supposed to be here. What I say, to be here, and I said, I'm going to say, MPs be and then but yeah, as I can say, President, second cabinet ministers now, you say, Nipana or in charge of finance. Man, step aside on any cancer, man, step aside on any deputy. Napa will be our MP. What the mobile will be,
of course.
How many times I can represent a budgeter or a budget in that? Or can we are not called? And I've been told say that the same cabinet. I'm telling you, cabinet don't control me that. Me say, massa, me say me no America mini evidence. On one colleagues say oba, but I wanna have no so no.
And the president is there.
Oh, massa in casa for.
No, but you see the president is
asem no, ma yen kan no, yen kan asem na da ho no. O de say me kan maka. Eti first na de tina yen me sorry if you are 10 years any or time word you may me sorry inquire campaign and for abamra me for party mra ben now be on 1 year MP on 1 year MP by virtue of the first and what nua no for ba as a say wa ba any president you know he on no try some fair here say the enti oju want to say be any oju want to say be any me say that by last by we no the president in 2 kwan. Yes, and the cabinet minister will be say president for time because you planning will ship everybody chief of staff into the room. Every minister. Nobody shows up because Ken Ofori Atta na budget no oni ho. The bia here first secretary Abna Osei Asare.
In fact Abna.
The bia on sorry kasa on finance. Yes.
That I agree. I know them no yage.
So it translate who say who are we minister now e portfolio na ma no. I say apart just be some Ghana. I don't want to be my finance minister. I don't want to be my finance minister. You want to hear me saying? Ghana minister, he didn't say. It's a small cocaine. No, you have what president who said, you know, or more about Nabino. Say maybe you're not too.
But you found what time?
Oh, well, so what?
You found what time?
Posterity will judge us all. Can you flatter someone say people fan home? No one's going to call you to if you finance ministry back. Cocaine a book now, show Manasi book. Could to be the kind. It's in my hair, and then I put in a few man.
No, I mean, so I mean,
say what first each and our fagari, but one more becano or homebeka. What I say? It's the same way in our buy, no. Any dim, if he's a president or a leader of the party, you see whom. So only a share Monday, because we 2 or 2 about Mom runs on a parliament. One about a press conference to achieve what? No, be sorry, will be a rebel. What do you mean the type of people we are? We are upstanding members of society in this country. Yes. Yeah, Bob Brabby do say we need a police record. Yeah, rebels. Who rebel? I'm afraid say rebels say because say you're the president and you're doing on Ken Ofori Atta and no my cost of fun. Instead of what I say, me infamy. I say banana trouble with the beam. Baby suba, baby seba. You would the for trouble. Finance for now and information.
Then you're doing a great disservice of this country.
There's a mechano and a macano. Miss Makacho says he's saying the flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, on the Moye campaign.
True.
Enti mempese ubeka se o na de na ba o me na musa de na musmuti na nsem bi o ho a me se beka ni nyina. If you have to put in a book in a memoir form, you do it. But this country deserves to read these things.
Oh, Hannah walk about the MP or some bomb home stuff.
And I make say,
you are also fighting for the nation.
And I make sure say, as my SMS can. I say we maka English never say you are flogging a dead horse.
Okay.
Maka, and you have to for America. Me on the issue of Ken Ofori Atta, if I have to lose my seat, I hope on random. Because I'll be right with Ken Ofori Atta any day, anytime. And the evidence will prove me right.
It you lost your seat because I was sorry take.
And no,
is that what it
you
is?
see, my main country.
Almost sorry tia, campaign tia.
They are big tia. Any part I know more juma. If I may say I blame myself for the defeat, I don't blame anybody.
Okay.
You take responsibility for every action. You don't say we've been able to. We've been on why. Because what of Subin? We present the region.
Say be said the system.
And the system no move Subin.
I mean maybe they worked against you.
And it's the other and the people who be winning here. You could treat me if you be for traitors. That's what Sunday can treat.
Okay.
Yes. And you know the if I know another matter, me say I take full absolute responsibility.
Into how much traitors?
What do you say? And pay yes, my candidate to do with parliament and to do with matters of certain and normal ecoso are the party I will do with the Abidu. Now, can I say my American? Me say the evidence a fucking Ofori Atta one ebano. Me in free my number. Yes.
But they are damning evidence against.
That's it. You know about
no, but he's been appointed on free system completely. Or your senior advisor.
And we say president as any constitution.
No, but if the man
and I must say constitution no.
Advisor on the economy.
Constitution is appointed Minister of Finance. Who is Minister of Finance?
Of course, I mean Minister of Finance.
And one here. I'm not interested. President Crap and President who do man who do man. Send me on and we will be at me because Eoninia. As in no, but the idea no. You now me say Ghana ni ho MPP ni ho, NDC ni ho. Men coming used to be MP.
Yeah.
It's my interest is Ghana. Let me tell you something. My interest is Ghana. First and foremost. We're Ghana new political party be anyhow. You cool Ghana ha Supreme Court and suspended. Parliament
everything.
18 no. E di 18 say me Ghana na me kodwun obi ho. Say nye Ghana na enne edu de edu aka me to be MP. What you say? You time I try ha for 11 years I roll and try so no be go the MP. Supreme Court go baby. In the Ghana, obia oye among the same biano, your nation must drive you first. The interest of the nation must drive you first. And some party about. Yes.
What Kyei Mensah Bonsu was Sembi? Someone invited in the buy. And I mean, a few months ago, I'm also meeting Yaya as a leader of the house. And many said that this is a man who will you
no money be no. Some make a child say.
How did you
I don't want to make a child say. You see, when you are dealing with a group of people, is to sometimes play ball with them. Now if it's like Kyei Mensah was never part of Kema's goal.
Okay.
We rather invited him to come and sit in because we're a leader.
Okay.
Also by so you obey ma executive, you have no idea. He rather count tempers down and says, these are the takeaways. I'm going to meet the president, and I'll come back to you.
Okay.
One no, press conference. One no, press conference. I think somebody called him. I think say, "Can you write around a friend?" I says, the only people in a press conference.
It's yummy.
Yes. Kyei Mensah was not away. And so then it's me in the free hall. And you see, what
is your suspicion?
Oh, I say it's clear.
Setting.
It's clear because say after that, he was asked why he came to my house as a backbencher, and I've known Kyei Mensah for close to 30 years.
Kyei Mensah Bonsu was asked why he came to your
Yes,
house.
a backbencher compared on the fee. No,
but we are Subin MP.
And I say you see, when people are not thinking, see, when there's arrogance of power at play, these are the kind of comments you hear. I've known this guy for maybe I told just MP no, or say me we are paying one man you say. I've known him for close to 30 years. Kyei Mensah ne maya anketwe me count control penny din or Birmingham. That's how close I'm not here. You fabuche by first in bad I'm swear.
It's you fear no by the fear the leader of that.
Of course. So he's seen as part of the group. Now after that, not to say Obi cancer, President Bush and Obi cancer. What say? A man here on Bapama patch. But we be here. But
the man mentation.
Okay, on tia infant.
No, they want to mentation. I mean, Ghana for
Ghana Prime Minister. Okay, can't say be fachi home.
They will Ghana Prime Minister. You money di.
Massa,
Gabby no
Massa Ghana for you any. Do a Prime Minister.
Gabby
me the Ghana for you do a Prime Minister. Or Koke can't say be. Am I in the end?
Prime Minister.
Oh.
No, for the record,
and I'm boarding.
But Ghana for Casa almost to say Gabby Prime Minister.
What is what about me molding?
Until Gabby was a Gabby.
Me molding.
They
say he saw a Prime Minister of Ghana. Or no, Kogrante, or no Koke can say be. Am I in the end? They had to come to leader of to apologize. That's how you can Google it all up. I don't have to tell you.
No, but if you're not being
Massa, your job as a journalist is as equal to that of a researcher.
Right. I mean,
if you say more Kai, no, Miss Mention and Kai, but we can't see me here. I mean, the end of the part Kyei Mensah. It was all part of that time. The financial and the coso, a year no more year to remove Kyei. What I say to remove Kyei because the first time Kyei finance minister, Kyei so had not indicated of a finance minister. The account is a MP say President Ofori time. President Ofori minister appointed me, MPs. So they were always in the house. What I say? The first time, and another by or appointed will be a sort of parliament. No, the man doesn't treat us with any modicum of respect. Ken Ofori Atta didn't treat parliament with respect. You said that you had a budget, all the bar already we are. You come and sit in through some of the debates. What order?
Of course.
No, kwa what I say? It is man I can you say at the time, you share the paradigm and now we can say people have been in that house through Kofor's time to Kufuor's time. And they know said Kofor time no na esi. The powerhouse will be full during the base. We more be akron two kwan. Tell them I mean to be two kwan. But we want no finance Mr. Odebagets na buy a man no do two kwan. What I say?
Right.
Yes.
It was a form for what Kai as man I can about Gabby was a quick one. About say Gabby accusing say who was behind Omono Mushichompe say your finance minister resigning. That was the point. So
now I said that so Kasa or a true for because who Gabby or a true for me can't be so Gabby a true for. I say me see no Gabby now na mko muko Guyana who New York na frame. O frame na asem mra ofie. Ade I say the day na o free New York oba. I came to your house. Because I'm Gabby, as long as I record it. And I should have come to your house. Rather, you should have come to me. But we are paying chairman. And I'm a fellow you are paying. 18 million man, my bow fee. But as long as I can be a record, also the batch record say, record me. I don't want you to go and misquote me to the president. But as long as I make a president to record me. I gave him that chance to record me. Many Gabby didn't come up. Later, I can record in the brain. I can even look for it. And they tell what they do the president. I say, if I can't sample, you can't say you pay MP. It's what you say. The Kyei Mensah and a Lobby man. Oh, no, imagine this. Advanced stages of paranoia. Advanced stages of paranoia. Kyei Mensah even a finance minister. Kyei Mensah, more you know why even a finance minister. So be pay a do one year.
Not in some for
the yes. Sassem no kind. Get him and a cancer. That's a Gabby one kind of correct. Oh, so yammy.
Gabby,
that's why you could be on you no so yame. Will be no so you make us no. And me or frame me fear the meeting no. You say me na me can leaders no.
Yeah.
What you say? And I didn't know you so na me found na me the consequences. So I did it. But it's for my nation. Gabby frame me be fear.
Is Gabby masterminded the removal of Kyei Mensah?
Oh, can be on the day anymore. That's why someone in your day. Oh, on the day anymore. I'm not sure some kind of. Let's ask some kind. No, as some wakano.
On your MP, minister.
Oh, as some wakano. Tea. Who say as some can be saying?
Of course.
Of the same.
Say take or say trees or resign.
Now, to me, cast as same way.
From online.
Yabutre. It am saying I mean, cast and what yes, some number. It is a war. Paka. Meet your own team be. Oh, Gabby. Me now frame me. And I'm a baby. Me no long. What God was saying, me friend madam for me. That's how I describe him.
And I'll cast for Unia.
Oh, now the women only know truth. Only know truth. I won't think. That's idea as small anymore. As small anymore the tuna. So you true. So two what be me feel na come to pack abi we am me true for. You true for. We asem see na only hobby. Asem see here no. Uni fear heavy. Me now frame. And because of me relationship I no want me buy. Me buy me no wedding. Me can dey see nyina akire o kai consent nyina akire o. At which point Kyei Mensah cast or minister or finance minister? What am I going to try to more pon and them somewhere na my somewhere we.
And I'm there sacking.
On one semwa. Now quite critical election now will be a demo 275 million. When a bit of Kyei Mensah when it comes to parliamentary business.
Yeah. I know dear will give it to him.
Now we'll say what will get to we are going to backbencher. Now we'll party now and I say we need to break it.
When I say just an MP as
oh sir. And you be the impact in your them ho.
Impact.
Now they want them one.
For you marking is the leader now.
Oh, master. Me say be share no ma e cost for them ho. What I say? And we are not going to sit down. Not in my time and not in the time of any MP should Parliament be an extension of the executive. And they said that's smart to Ghana. Yes, and that's smart to Ghana. Because Ghana say Kyei at some point you need to kunya president no ni a majority of parliament.
Yeah.
It can happen one day.
And no can be said. Kyei Mensah Bonsu, you know. It is having a great impact on the caucus. What do you mean by say it's having a great impact on the caucus?
Oh, said to you, the back parliament biana, we elect our leaders. True. We select them. And also one matter, MPP, Ubia Pusu Kwan be a tun swaba. True and correct. Tiadentina over parliament leaders, Mon per se MPs but Tom leaders.
MPs like us, people should stand on their leadership.
Yes.
Say
it to them, any to them.
You come from government.
Any name Krofu Sikasem. Say Bisikasem on your papa. A B, Abra bomb the team of them on your papa. A demo chroma tenders in Punye. And this is a basic Otwaba, any name Salma very feeling in Adia Otwaba. But say National Council Kotanasi. And I make us that time, Nipo Solo national organizer, Minu Kumana and Boakye. Yeah. Then see me be all canon Tiase. Because Obia post of Grand Party, we tunu swaba. It hadn't in MPs about them ho. It do own trust say MPs now about them 138 no. They can congregate and select 5 people for you.
So it's a party system.
Debbie. And a new stand on the snare by no. Essentially. Okay. Now babbling so man some interpretation be, but another than baby. I stand on the snare black and white. You can't say or say leadership of the caucus must be elected by the caucus. By the caucus. And who is the caucus?
Caucus in your majority minority caucus.
Yes. Simple.
As another caucus.
Enti ebi kura sida. Say yeah there you need BBA Kyei. What I say? All of a sudden you say Kyei essay unpack adnibi. When me too kwan. Maybe I'm going to Kyei can be asa.
Kyei can be asa. So
no. Kyei stood aside because no peace. Yeah.
In fact, the letter no.
Yes.
The letter not.
Not because no be a bit mind way. The market can be twaba. Yeah. Yes. And I hope pass on here. Kyei post be no ni parliament. Nene wo mi busao. Yes san any leaders two leaderships no. Who difference who? Who as an observer who difference who? You busao.
Oh, catch it. I mean, maybe no
Baby, me say, and no ma, I cost you for the second term. You the first time. It is a nipa no muti anymore. Any pa no muti NDC anymore. Never to me, and no my cost.
But since you say I frame up no deputy or being
why do you want to personalize it?
No, I'm looking at the leadership.
Debbie. Yeah, can't say nipa num na formal leadership.
Right.
To mo asem na ye ka.
Right.
Enye ba ko performance.
But say back free man. I mean the whole team is still there. Na ba ko babiship.
Parker. Ejuma me na me ye. Na obusa na me ka ho asem kire. So ofu so wan asem dey enya nko ni dey.
Oh dey be oh no be say I mean
obusa me na me ka kire say.
Na you promote.
Wo first term na a parliamentary correspondent.
Right.
Tina ofi ho. Oni na wo. Hwe leadership na ye wo. Honorable Kyei Mensah Bonsu, Honorable Asare, Honorable Otchere-Darko, Honorable Moses, and Honorable Nyindam.
Yeah, Nyindam, Matthew Nyindam, yeah.
Never to ne the Uhuin. Adekro. She don't cause of parliament. She don't cause of parliament.
You think this leadership is weak?
Me say I'm not going to pass any comment.
I say when it's a number in class, be only parliament. Be only parliament, empty parliament. And no matter
say because a choir or far so at the handle for majority that Kyei Mensah Bonsu was seven. Wasn't the best.
Okay.
We'll clearly see the hand of the executive in trying to remove a leader. I want Bonibia. Just because in someone who cast a prime minister and cook kind of baby no. And why you want Juma? So this is the time for them to strike. Yes. Oh, me say.
Of course, I mean it's clear. I mean the hand of executive. You believe in executive.
Yes. It is a.
It may show the impact in your parliament. And
now say
clear specific.
Now, yeah, reconstitution of the committees.
True.
Obitiho, parliament a scenario. I say fraud to the bar. Lawyer, that be fraud. That determines your to background. I want to know. So we law school jail. No, or the Makolo jail. Now we start with the senior.
Yeah, of course.
That's how parliament is run. Fine. Iti I am saying we na Ubiaba or a first term. I am not chairman of a committee. Second term at you, third term at you. What you say? Yes. Adi way. Me and Kasa personally. The catcher massa, maybe Eugene and Yina ye. I did move on shelf. Mobile night parliament, I'm about side changes. No, but be a you say NDC control 9 committees of parliament. And they say I send it to Ghana for. And they propaganda on the bay. 9 a crowd. First, I'm going to 2 subsidiary and public accounts. This one 9.
Say the new standard orders are more.
Yeah, new standard orders na my side. It's just new standard orders say leadership of the caucus must be elected by the caucus. That's what the any most true challenge. Say how they be partners. You see, you cannot chop and change. You can't. You can't nitpick. If you're going to go with the new standard orders, go with the details of the new standard orders. Intimate catcher say no more abanibi no. What you say? To the extent say MPC painful no be the D. Majority did that. Yes, when the thing was laid, did attempt
really
in some kind, according to leader and frame or catcher, they were unprintable words. Almost what I want to say and say maybe I know shit. It's all because of the way and manner people were removed. You see, Ubia on pride. What I said, you might hear no. Yeah, culture no. Fortunately or unfortunately, we change opinion as well the woman. And it's all maybe quite a bit. You're so friend one man. What I say? Said there be a president can say be also nipa de doso but trapa wacha obi a be di minister be obi di post no be. He's right in that aspect. In obi a bit me minister ko. But then you see constantly say certain people Ekufuado I think is the president who produced the most longest serving chair president of Ghana.
Yeah, it's true.
We always say
the longest serving minister, sorry.
It is again it's all kind of say obi a bit me di and that's the first thing was saying na for rubber. What I say, but you keep people there. You become one sem, but they are there. What I say, but Ubi out in baby no there. Hey, then what way you pemu? Now no me say, you see a yoma uncle election be no one ko makulusu, ministers. Inti what Jenny Penny be home. Jenny Penny me no me esa home. Almost one co election. And baku lusu me no uncle. Omo what you home. Masa, I don't have to sit here mention. They are my colleagues.
Of course, that's it.
They are my colleagues.
Okay, yeah, they are.
Yes. I feel na we wo juma. I feel na we wo juma. That's my makasa match.
So I'll do a casual look right now in my mind.
Yes. It's yes, I now cast an affair, the old yeno, and then the old kind of bobura. People begin to question your motive. So what I say? Because I will say, Ubia Olusu ye watching the post. Ubia one Kubio watching the post. Me, we be so loose, we be so uncubio. So I'm not talking about position.
Or discriminatory.
Tree, because we are ipemu.
And we
Can I ipemu? Yes. So what I say? It's I don't want to be why Koswa. You don't engender cohesion.
It's to say no caucus no. Would you say Sebi? There's division in the caucus.
Of course, people are not happy. I said, I spoke to leader myself. I feel so Madame Papa. We are Catholic, both Catholics. Okay. When they call way back, when they crack a fante. That's how close I am with him. Okay. What I say? Mr. Kwame, I did be MWAU. Now go and explain something to the president. When you go for primaries, or they're on their way out. You need these people to go and campaign for a flag bearer in the party to break the 8. But the same people, no show many here. Na so tromi no say any han we say na penfo aka so tromi no any han nipa no we lose in primaries position kakra ne ko tena ho yaje who you so has onko campaign it is the motivation of the campaign because say me personally I went to him say masa obi tie be bonya me nkwa me ne ono abokwa me kwame ese ma ne ko no okay and ko tena ase say masa baby ejina no don't tamper with the committee konesa aka say boso me say near we mobile night parliament mobile and they will be anyhow they say ko here say oh maye na me can so na leader
talk so be one for football
oh yes so baby say we dey free the oh yeah they dey free indeed no onye yes and some of us have been proven right what make you necessary enemies what I say yes he say only penny make can say me only ntemo enwo ko bi so fa ochimuka what I say yes it's ya dey wo ya politics akrokro adwuma ho I say upo ba what I say aware no so one akrokro na so on feel te akrokro nipa no wo dey obeji kro afa no minister ana opanyin asemu na eba wo na ese me fro na me tia na so say ni nipa no this last 4 years 2 competitions mo in free so
I see
yes.
Now, no boy, any party okay.
Or a former cabinet minister.
Former cabinet minister.
A 4th termer in the house.
Oh, Attache. Attache na obonidi.
E ona bobodi me mudi.
David Attache na obonidi.
Mudi. Ona bodi nti bodi.
Oh, nti someone Attache na wo kan ho asem.
Oh yes, happy. What I say? The person feels slighted.
I see.
You obviously, hey, now then. The minister made the Parliament will be transferred. And you see, the honest fact or the honest truth is that Attache is always in the house. Any more, second, third, no be ama. You see, only honorable Amakwata Nkwana who so much. The Attache is religiously in the house.
I mean, very often as
in December, he gets up to speak. He commands a lot of respect in the house. When he's saying, where's the motivation? Don't want to a law firm, not so long go to good because we are crashing on. Because you are in class, I won't appreciate it. Obi dem okra na attendance mponya oma
attendance said here
na what je obi oba post the amano do you hear na op so chesen there's a lot of rancor
but because say one kasa we are bitter I mean your boss is also bitter Attache one na ye djuma it bia na ya ma
and mama nwa asem bia ni kan kire obia ka say me ye bitter e no kre.
We are better.
I am better. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
No, but you don't have to be.
Don't you have to? In Penfo say na benu sum fidia. Na benu newe. Yes, na Penfo aka. It will be say me better. I have every aspiration to be better. Do we bambuchi? No regional secretary. You be the minister. GFI. No better. I got me regional secretary. Na come down. No be so ni bio. So no na juma. And you say bra be minister. You dey be any no. Any 1 year kwada say ni na butchi. And I refi. It won't be tongue nipa. It do we say that honorable Safo Mafo president who you better. The fact that they are not talking doesn't mean they are okay.
Yeah, they are not talking to you better. Then you don't have to talk.
No. You see, the difference is that Obia will see a handle the situation. The BAP Parliament first 2000 Asare. Not until second must go, but it's not Kasa. What's that Kasa? was very quiet. But me who say, "Kuku fi say inti kasa, ebit makasa." It makasa pa. Ejuma na yes lawyers, so politicians, ejuma na lawyers. Ye kasa ejuma na ye. It makasa. But as man person show team, they say, "Obi ka so be dosan how better." And so what? Inti then, are better than you asanka kasa a word.
But for the interest of the party.
No. But you see what? But who? I'm not against the party.
Yeah, but people are saying that since someone was spelling out, could hurt the party.
Idea seven. I'm explaining out. Catch them. Oba as well be I as someone seen Obusam na me can see it. Makabi be negative about Dr. Baumia. Dr. Baumia Oche post. Dr. Baumia president. Ibusam. That's why I can find the party now. We are talking about normal course of parliament. And Obusam na me cheche much. Salomon will be any. Me say Manasi Atrobu kuni na wo. Manasi mo kan no me kasa. He spoke to Honorable Joe White, Honorable Muntaka, no nya kasa. On the parliamentarians be kasa. It's all captured in the book.
Yeah.
Nti no so mo so ese o mo hete o party na mo hete Ghana. Asem no ba say kana Ghana fu ina ase. Ta asem say na tie. Because say what ho now a minister, na second term for Juma mo bi agn say bi akobo kro no. Ana wa ye bi etia president. Yes, I will be abadwen. But I prove to you say me bi biasa. If anything, I'm supporting loyally to become president. If that's some of it, that is how you are treated. Of course, we have every right to be better. I will be able to choose who we are now.
I see. That's the member of parliament for Subin constituency. Honorable Eugene Boakye. Honorable, Yakasa is a mission time. We're wrapping up very, very soon. Now, quickly, two quick things I've not been discussing. A Japanese document, and you're just when you be account. I'm not say a fiction. I'm not say the people who have read the document, but kind be and no I mean, kind interesting.
I said, what's way here?
No, I mean, what are your views? Your
my views is that my view is that not my views.
Yeah, your view
my view is that almost on the form. Did you come and address it? Say me didn't be. Do busami. I mean, once I say abu budin. And no more ye ne more dechi or more ye abu budin. What you say? It's your home the form when family me and I'm say so man pay need you this become once me din him and become once me what you say be woman na say asem ya ka fa ho ti na na me chirem it's not about me digging na ye a normal course of parliament e fa me ho e fa party no e fa ban no na make and you will be control document no be say fictional leave it the jury is still out and I'm a boy.
But what do you believe?
As
a member of parliament and MPP,
it's not what I believe. It's not what I believe. Say a Japanese no obi asef almost say fictional. Yeah, hey, and I okay say so be no be more SEC. It is because no tro no. So tro at 2016 in SEC. So I joined 2016 SEC. Me say nyem ya boache and I make kase a fictional na a true story and I want my omo a kind no. I don't have to read it. It was a who here me tiebi. E go for can read so me tiebi but e hu shey nyam say me ka go asem na mfa me ho. E say asem so ma wache a. E ma na de ani a. Asem na asem. Me de
I mean, you was some in the sense that I say you was some in the sense that if you read the document, the first paragraph of the document, first page, there your choice a year asante for no more MPP mono. They are raising their boot to take over from Lanado. But they want to say ye be to ensure that we bypass them. The leadership of the party, which is the flag bearership, which is Dr. Mahmoud Ba. We should see Alan. And somebody have said it in the contest, last and 4 7 or 8 in the contest. They bypass all of them. I'm going to say Alan party and the reference the document. It's almost now as an Ashanti member of parliament and then names and panel supporting Alan. Do you think the shake
David I'm partner me support Alan say ube fia no e ho anu de na mu de na fa lanche mate ho as man na me catch na ekoso no me say obia vote is secret into yen MPs no we are very peculiar in the structure of the party into yen in as much as said do na ron prefer Dr. Baumia no yama no shake to dwem aba no koto anu wato ama no but say obehu say a whole majority chief whip a whole majority leader a whole deputy whip back no monam openly ba na because asemba ho na bakoka nanu ya minu anu ba say yen hwene nke ko pa alam na nke mpa na cheosenka the oye nko on fanche.
Oh, okay.
But me busa say on what strength are we going to meet him? But these were the very things I was telling you. But me dey meko party ni don'ti meko. What you say?
Only ala na kasa.
No, because I said, yeah, discussions in the background to go and meet him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, paying for the other day. But me can't wait. I catch them that time. Me can't. Obi say, "I not don't pray." Because me catch them and say, "Who are majority chief whip? Your job is to instill discipline within the ranks of the caucus." Right. I say, "We you and him now we are. Chame ko ebi. I don't bit maka." Oh, but you see, the first no more we. No fi so mo no more we. What you say? And they. Open say ka na say o independent e na ope open say ja kon say o tene ba bi o me e na ope e bi busa open say ka to aba na wie no ko mu nyina ba ba ko e pia dr ba omia e sa na ide na tie ba de ntina e bi wo menasepo kero me sisi ye o ti ase no kra ba party panyi de say chamaten o ba ka so manen kasa mo ye no mo we nyina no mo we afi no na say ba omia ba make can always speak say ba me the vice president what makasa on your campaign wa fa ho o ma kasa terms no kwa no ngo ye no ma na mo ye no ye hu bi da wo me say me dey Akufo do since 2003 minimum no ma Akufo do famous no be win president because division the ban about what the ban no e kese but your job is try and mobilize nipa ni nyina mo nti
it ni see ni na japade ken I say,
you see, I don't want to. You see, me say japade no. Say my form on makasa. Enti o mo nkoso nkasa.
Na na ochini pe na kasa. The few name ko jo pon ko madi wom body.
And I me say, no enti no mo form on makasa. The other me I would be to answer my no pay.
But you should be worried.
I'm not worried. Hwe. Nyakopon ko na ese nipa isuro no. Nyakopon do pe say si na esi. No more person about me a flag bearer. You need part of the flag bearer. Yamina the flag bearer. Yami find passo. But I say, but there be any cancer where no be bobo, na bit machine. Was it one of them crowd a faco? And that's over channel. But ye can you go for tea, the Casanabia no share on a book in Japan, so they won't never bring Casa.
Oh, when you bring Casa,
I don't want for MPC about TV.
Oh, yes, I mean, Nipa Bako is saying.
Now I don't made a home for me. We say me menim kasa ti obi me when come be obi akọ obi am say party be nipa yen say you ni we nyina go be on a preference but when you're careful you memu ano people don't forgive easily kasa ti obi on fanche
what about Ken? I'm under the impression that there's a lot of IOD MPs mo party supporters be munia dia dey
na obi di say Ken Japan or Keska was spending on this enterprise, you marvel.
Yeah.
Nobody knows dinner them. Pena. What do I say? When are we going to get to that stage in our country? When men pell back, but I don't have to insult you.
Yeah. Disagree with me, but don't insult.
Yes. It's why do you have to openly go out and attack him?
It's makes me break it with all this division.
Oh.
And then IOD one more for
the second
because it doesn't let people want to campaign.
No, that's it, Doctor. If I say, honorable Ken Japan, so I could Doctor Boakye Kumase and Nakokasa. You can say behind it, make a age behind the scenes for Doctor Boakye. You all feel say, I said, a bit my be I had a buano. The first say, you see, me share a new campaign, a pound, me my pound.
I'm not for you to campaign.
Let's say a new campaign. President Dr. Mahmoud Bami flag bearer me boa. What you could constituency be more than one day. If you go by constituency back me and 3 days. This is an answer no. Fine. It is a me a candidate to Subia. Obo me say o. O kase we no kwa na me sinichi. Na me yeden, na me ye adwuma na the message na nam. Fine, me adwuma na no. Say Dr. Bami e ko Subin. Na wo ye MP e wo fa say Fantia kwa na ko tena ka mu say kwa pede ho. Ukwa no kwa ma nkasa o be kasa ne we dey be so ma candidate na o ne kasa Dr. Bawumia be kasa ibe an one or two be kasa we move eti obusa ho say eti di enti na nipa bebre etu ade we nyina hu bi da hwe president bia president bia ba constituency candidate is the most important on ye ko ton no eti mo tu di ekite nyina no to show what to prove
support
what na
unity for the party and for the candidate
no. It will catch me say, Uba Parliament, I can be patent no. Na menye continue MP no. ye candidate for now no in Juma Subin no minya parliament on tour na me nko nante ho na makọ one day because would be nante more than one day because only candidate as say was about to be campaign on party way people would just disrespect you like that what you say enti no only ato Obama no na Juma na say so me to Obama no me nya support from my predecessor.
Yeah.
Yes, I did everything virtually on my own. Man, ubia me we kwata say the oba so bi obi an cross on o na Juma or executive no coordinator mu di na chine na ye Juma me nya na sa. And so I was able to get our numbers up. I was able to win 2 elections at my contest to Subin and had a party in power. Me am here Juma. Obi an chere me experience academy menya professional experience na me am working experience no me na me the year e de be year ya me the year dem the year. Nti obi abe so man kwan no na Juma. Because the trouble with the can with when you support the person. You don't sabotage the person. Now encourage you know. See the person here what dream be no here one of fraud here. You provide. What I say, but on here no fraud. Oh, what's that? Maybe I will with my money na there. But about me in Juma. Say what campaign team no. And I'm na mo. E ma Robin na opla. Okwa Kobi. But let's be a constituency. It constituency ko Juma bwana.
Because MPs mon tamba mo especially mo kokos mon tamba.
Say because say o numbers of parliament. You say e be ye committee adwuma e be ye we hwe numbers ho. They be able say na mutalaba ya no asori mutala Muhammad. We raise quorum.
Onene Roxin da Fiame ko.
Oh, won't see the numbers. It here they say bit next day. So we continue MP no ba control. Say kwan say okọ. Na no ko se mu say MPs ni nyina akọ. Because no ho. Ofi omu nyina they came back. For the media review, they all came back. What I say, and we because or yeah, you just more. Now, free who we are. Not to say, Dr. Baumianam, France Eastern region, will be to say, Ebia Farouk, and I say, we say, Hassan Tampuli, wouldn't shop at the end of the so on floor, say, can't seem be a person address as in the
I see.
Koye Juma will constituency.
Consolidate votes in a war
yes.
For the candidate.
Because MPs will do a binyano. The matter of a president. And you deal with Chino.
But finally, for me, I know we are not pay. Quick one. Ashanti region, na one na party is targeting about 80%, 85% vote. Polls have been actually said in Ashanti region, you are losing grips. I'm for say apathy bem and yadi. Do you think they can mobilize us? Because they think that some meaning for say the party has taken it for granted. Sana.
Oh, I won't say the party has taken it for granted. But what I will say is you see, election be as and 2 weeks can we here. Untiminka say, where President Kofo crowd or native of Asante. So when you're 80%.
When you had massive vote, when you're
80%. It was 2 elections. Yeah. When you're 80% that. 74, 75, yes. But me consensus say, and this for vote now, when we last election or Ashanti no. Hame. What I say? Hame. No maybe I say I can cost. 2, we must focus on the ball. As distractions in the also.
Oh, Ashanti.
Fenano, na po asma okay, na po candidate.
On a candidate.
But who said this for share box share corner? Yet na pass na put not but we know a candidate na can ask them. And that's how people want to play the game. They just want to distract you. And sometimes people they don't look sharp on these matters. What can I say? What patch? What your letter patch? Maybe what statement? Yeah. But they want to make the things I said, but na prono moment na ye candidate and about it's a game you only play. Then you must set up. And man can be one more year. If you say, look, Ashanti, a key region, you have to go and work to get the votes.
But you deserve it.
And
because I'm saying, development, 5 interchanges. All the other forces neglected.
I might be a second term. Apathy, eba. I might be a second term. Apathy, from 2000, from 96, 93, but the SO we're gonna say, say no, you call IMF. The hands are tied a bit in terms of sky the baby projects and the other. But say I say Kumasi proceed be. Now no matter say conference is kind of share more release. And she sky phase 2 no so. Iti kakra sem. Obi anticipate say But we more you can say anticipate so na say trend ni because I might be since 93 no second term bia no unya economic issues you IMF NDC called 2015 yes we call
e tina kwaku kwat say mo nyina mo run economic policy scheme
na say kwaku kwat you see kwaku kwat asema o kan
mo nya de
kwaku kwat asema o kan asema na say ke hwe na me kan ye but you know say Ghana no minim ehwe ni mu ndoso asema kwaku kwat kan say we cannot allow these Western guys to come and control our economy for us. What I say? You say yeah, pekwanya, a big create economy no. Enuntina time one Ken Ofori Atta de levy buy. Some of us we wholeheartedly supported it. Because any person require IMF, any property rate, two revenue streams they support it. But I go siaga. It was not what I can say. See, I need the take a very critical look at the economy. One day this country will crash. Go to Shas as a sebesa. Oil lebesa. Kuku no, won't mean turn off the beer. I will go back with the beer for a substitute for the kuku. Now kuku here. And so how do you run an economy? There's no who at the kind. A very futuristic.
I'll say you know.
Yes.
But it's an indictment on MPP because my guys are much Sanyama. I mean,
and I make some indictment on your party. My country will say,
by extension, say 2 tier MPP.
When you want to be in Canada, when you have a as my country will say, we have the men, we have the women, but we just don't deploy them.
Yeah. You deploy area boys.
Oh, only President Mama, which I strongly disagree.
So you deploy him, now you deploy.
Oh, certainly.
You don't deploy the competent women, why not deploy you?
You can't, yeah, President, he changes kakre. Say at least, I don't matter sakakra. I mean, there's optimism.
Okay.
Because a wave submit it's my tifa, we say, minu kuma sen so ho, tifa me na nta ho minu kuma. Metia, very encouraging. Okay. What I think of say at least omu di mi na omu how omu professionalism, how omu think of human relations in adin na no. Aye. What I say, it is something I na say sanaba. Not necessarily say nipa no, or maybe be sunku. But a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah. A breath of fresh air.
Okay.
So, fair, you pay for be ready anymore. Omubufu. What I say, you be said, Doctor, from Boakye, come out from Boakye. Yes. Obeka say, on two pass or better. Maybe the way I handle assembly. In the assembly, na you pay for, na pay for no car. Oh, how we see either a 2-1 na semba na is all the special seminar. You don't go fast, my brother.
80% national region. Is it feasible? Is it possible for you?
The Makacho says since 92, no, will be any MPP nya sada. But 75, 76, yes, you may push it because it's a lot of votes. What I say, but
realistically, no,
researcher, meet it in no. You almost say
Entisa. Way below that.
Yes, almost Entisa. And you know, I think that we have to say that we can apathy. But I think the campaign is starting in earnest. The candidates in filing September, and no be it will be a form. Politics, Casa, it will be a form. Now, over call Ibia Tunsu, ye no can once. Ibia astroturf, me swimming charge, but I will say, many astroturf. Charge in the back on astroturf is and yana me. What I say, and assuming assassins anyhow. The campaign, tell me. Then we say the wabi di madiano. Yeah, say we bit me have astroturf. I mean, I hear. It gets out to all here, but people used it. What do I say? Yes, people used it. Now, Sabe, we have a tiaku gana sono. And we be over when no man chairman. Astroturf, Ghana gas, let ko. E be crafty men shakra ko. Yeah, me astroturf. Here, Subin government boys school na training. President Ofori on ko yo. And so you say na be system school. Think me astroturf. You need to be Subin. What's okay? Okoya SC obi school business or the call. Me ye toilet my Edum Presby. Me my home mama go school.
Yeah, Edum Presby.
My mom is 84. Edum Presby no go school. Me ye toilet you are so for can say there be compound you about different for me use. Asora for toilet. That's Subin so Subin as I say be na baby ah. Obi ti wa on ti ase no kan nsem no, because politics will be about American. Oh, may way, because Nipano, Ometra Guyana so. What can I say more? I feel better. Hey, that's 7 If you are 7 say 90 because some projects Ghana gas for be a local government. Never be but be anyone na uncle. Okwa is choose as I say we choose no unya baby. Constituency office square pass as secret yen bi. I see. And here's what you were new. Open so ye. As I say ubinya no
for you to do.
E kunya asase bi any Subin. Ayi be ko bi obi dia.
I see.
What you say? Enti adwuma no eden but and am say e kasa e se bi o si form now chiro astrotef no yenti ma na mo ma memre e bi e ba nyame ya do we power ne ba e try say e be hwese bit ma ya ma mo but as we speak baby kura na so mo ko astrotef no untimi nye no ho.
It's a breaking 18 is possible.
Why is it not possible?